So apparently this is a rivalry now. Perhaps maybe it's just a rivalry between the Boston Bruins and Braden Holtby because if I remember right, the Bruins in their last 5 games against the man have only scored 3 goals. 3 goals in 5 games alone against one Braden Holtby. Game number 27, 8 o'clock start, a little late for you guys, but we're kicking it off on NBCSN. It's Wednesday Night Rivalry. Their new thing, hockey on Wednesday night, love it, don't matter to me. Bruins currently on a 3-game win streak, 5-game point streak, starting from Sunday when they took on the Tampa Bay Lightning, and a big win that was. But they take on, like I said, a team that has just had their number for the past while in the Washington Capitals and Braden Holtby, specifically because of Holtby. So, this is the Bruins Recap Show. Can the Bruins overcome their biggest nemesis? Find out. So we start things off in the first period. Tuukka Rask in net. Braden Holtby, of course, on the other side of the end. We've hyped him up for the beginning part of this review. Within the first 30 seconds, here comes Washington. Justin Williams, a little fluky flip goal set up by Kuznetsov. It bounces off of Justin Williams, and Tuukka Rask can't get it. Automatic. Off the bat, 1-0, and it's going to be a long one if that's going to be the case. A little bit later on, Justin Williams again set up by Kuznetsov again. This one, it took a couple of replays for you to actually see that the puck went in the back of the net. The overhead was inconclusive. The direct one behind the shooter was not very good, but they showed it from an opposite angle, and that's the one that clearly shows it went in. 2-0 for Washington. Abysmal first period for the Boston Bruins, but 20 minutes a game does not make. As we go to the second period, you thought it was going to be over here as Daniel Winnick on a bad pinch. Kevin Miller, bad pinch here, leads to a 2-on-1 for Washington against Brandon Carlo. Carlo could have probably played this a little bit better, take away the passing lane, let Rask deal with the shooter, but he kind of hunched over and kind of didn't decide which one he was going to go for. And it's going to be Daniel Winnick making this a 3-0 hockey game. But it's not over just yet, as a little bit later on, new player for Boston call-up from AHL, Blood. Great name. Blood putting it towards Braden Holtby. It gets behind him, and Dominic Moore on the tip-in makes it a 3-1 hockey game. What an acquisition for Boston. 7 goals on the season for Dominic Moore. He's been potentially among one of the favorites for the NESN 7th Player Award. And speaking of the NESN 7th Player Award, here comes David Pastrnak. He blows by the defense, takes it by himself on a breakaway, and puts it through the 5-hole of Braden Holtby. What a finish. Give me some pasta. Oh, this kid is phenomenal. 3-2 as we go into the room for the third period. And the ice is starting to tilt in the favor of the Bruins. Third period goes on. Boston will be on the power play. And on the power play, a great individual effort by a gassed Patrice Bergeron. Gets it to Marchand, who has a beautiful 1-on-3 battle. Gets it over to, I believe, Timmy Schaller. Or it might have been Austin Czarnik. Might have been Czarnik, my apologies there. Gives it over to the howitzer, Colin Miller, one time, pops it in the back of the net. What a shot! Woo! Tie game, and this one will go to overtime as the Bruins will battle back and continue the point streak. 6 straight games with a point for Boston as we go to overtime. Bruins obviously looking for 2. But another rookie mistake here, as a bad change from Pastrnak, a bad kip up by Brandon Carlo as he should have held back, would have been able to be there on a 2-on-1 as Backus is the only Bruin left, and it's Nicholas Backstrom who gets the game-winning goal. 4-3 your final. Washington picks up the victory, but it wasn't easy as the Bruins played a phenomenal 45 minutes. and they deserved a lot better here tonight. They probably could have, should have, and would have picked up the victory, but that's neither here nor there. They do get a point, extending their lead in for third place in the Atlantic Division to a full 2 points over the Tampa Bay Lightning. Even more better news, they scored 3 goals tonight against their arch rival, the nemesis, in Braden Holtby, so that's a big positive tonight. Bruins look to continue the success, go for a 7th game with points tomorrow night as they take on the Colorado Avalanche. We will see you there on the next Bruins Recap Show.